Hi, this is LaShonda Herring of the H Zone. So, welcome to tonight. It is Manifest Monday. And tonight we're going to talk about how do you connect to manifest. So, let me get everything set up and we're going to jump right in tonight. So, I hope you guys are having a really good night. It's Monday, it's the beginning of the week. So, I'm kind of feeling really charged and excited. I've got some really cool things going on if you guys haven't seen my page or anything like that. So I've got some pretty fun stuff actually happening in the next couple of months. So definitely stay tuned to my page, see what I've got going on. I've got some new stuff happening right now. I've got some new stuff that's probably going to be launched in October and November as well. I'm going to be live in a bunch of places. So yeah, lots of cool stuff going on. Made my fall and beginning of my winter kind of busy. So I'm pretty excited about that stuff that's going on and that's happening. So here's the deal, guys, right? Tonight, I want to get into how do I connect to manifest? And what do I mean when I say connecting, right? So before we get into this, so that you can receive this information in your mind and your body and your spirit, let's just take a deep breath in and blow out. And a deep breath in. And one more. And I like to do that because it helps me center and focus. So I hope that it helps you too, because if you're like me, you're running around, you're doing a bunch of things at the end of the night, and we need to, okay, let me be fully present, let me focus myself, and let me get clear so that I can really hear what the person's saying and receive the energy. So I like to start things off with deep breaths so that I can kind of recenter myself and focus. So, okay. So why is it important that you need to connect to yourself in order to manifest, right? Well, first you have to know what you want. Like, let's start obvious, right? If you're not connected to yourself, how the hell do you know what you want? Just that simple. Because what you may be connecting to or thinking that you want could be messages of what somebody else is telling you that you should do or you should have or you should be. So it may not be a message that's coming from you. It could be something that you grew up with. It could be environmental. It could be cultural. So if you're not sure where that message or that desire is coming from, if you're not connected to yourself, you really won't be clear if this truly is something that your heart and your higher self really desires, or if it's something that someone's kind of shitting on you, I say. So you really want to get clear about that. You really want to make sure that you know that this is something that you truly want to manifest. And I'm using generalizations because if this is your first time watching me, I'm basically going to show you and teach you throughout these Mondays how to manifest in general. If you want specifics, we do more intense stuff in my group. That's from Wishing to Manifesting with LaShonda. And I put the link at the end at times. So if you want to join, by all means, you can join. I do special trainings there on Wednesdays where we go in depth and you can ask me questions, all of that kind of stuff. You can also ask me questions tonight too, but that's where we get more specific about manifesting with specific things, okay? So another reason why you want to know about and connect with who you are is because it affects your energy. And the energy that we send out is really what's attracting the things to us, whether we say we want them or not. But our energy is really sort of that current, that carrying force that brings things into our life. So if you're sending out an energy that's frustrated, that's angry, that's annoyed, you're going to start to attract that. And you ever notice when you're feeling that way, somebody else does something that pisses you off or makes you really even more angry than you were before, or you feel like someone does something really stupid and idiotic, is because your energy is sending that out and you're sending your message to the universe, to the divine, saying, please give me more of that. So you need to be connected to yourself to find out what energy you're sending out, because you can definitely be sending out an energy that you didn't intend and attracting and manifesting things that you really don't want at all. And the simple thing is, when you're connected to yourself, you just attract more because you're totally in alignment with what you want, what really your soul is desiring, what you're really saying that you're craving. So it really is important in that sense to know what it is that you are, who you are, what you're about, all of those things. So let's get into some questions that you can ask yourself, right? Basic questions, right? Who am I? Let's start there. Who are you? Because a lot of times we don't ponder that, or we give ourselves, oh, my name is such and such. Like I could give you my full name now. That doesn't tell you too much about my personality, my character, my values, none of that. Or we give titles. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a this, I'm a that, which kind of gives you a general idea, but everybody doesn't parent the same. Everyone's not the same kind of spouse. So still doesn't give you specifics about me. So can you get very specific about who you are, what you value, what's important to you, and how you like things? That's another piece, because we're very general about things. But how do you like things? Do you like things put back in a certain order? Like that, I'm really kind of a little anal about that. Like in my house, I like things to go back in the space they're supposed to be, especially in my kitchen. So when things are not in the drawer or the specific space they're supposed to be in my kitchen, I get aggravated. I get frustrated. So who are you? What things like tick you off? What things make you excited? What things make you happy? So who are you? And as adults, we don't tend to ask that question enough. But here's the deal. I know you're not the same person that you were when you were 20. And thank God, right? So you really want to keep asking yourself that question. Who am I? What am I capable of? We don't tend to ask that question. Because see, if you ask yourself the question, what am I capable of? Ooh, you might actually have to live up to that. What are my strengths? What are the things that I can really do well? And then we look at the other side, or the shadow side, some people call it, is what are the patterns that I have that stop me, that block me? Do you know what patterns and things you keep repeating that keep manifesting the things that you don't want in your life? Do you know what those things are? Because here's the thing, the things that we think about and the things that we repeat most often create our life because we give it the most energy. So here's another thing, like, what do you think about yourself? Do you always, when you think about yourself, you're like, wow, I got this. I'm good at this. Yes, I trust me. I know exactly what to do. Or do you be like, oh, I don't know, I messed up before. Oh, I made that stupid choice again. Look at me doing dumb things again. What do you think about yourself? How do you talk to yourself? Because see, how we talk to ourselves becomes sort of this belief and then turns into this behavior in our life. So it really becomes a struggle, if not impossible, to manifest things of wealth or abundance when you keep putting yourself down, when you keep thinking negative things about yourself or thinking that you're not worthy. So it's really important to know what that self-talk is, because it can be sabotaging you. It really can be messing things up for you. So you have to look at that. It's like, whoa, how do I talk to myself? What do I say to myself? You know, and then look outside of you in a sense of, look at your relationships. Do most of the relationships you have help you, or do they hurt you? Are you able to set good boundaries with people? Is that one of your things? You know, are you like, yes, I have great people in my life. I'm able to set amazing boundaries. You know, I have these people that have my back. They're super supportive. What do you have in your life? Because see, all of these pieces tell about you. They're not different from who you are. They are a part of who you are. Because we're the co-creators of our life. And a lot of times we don't want to hear that because we want to blame somebody else. We want to say, oh, it's my boss's fault because my boss is a butthole and that's why I have a crappy job. And that's why I'm frustrated at my job. Or my coworkers don't do their work and that's why I got to do all the work at my job. No. No, 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 no. You are the cause. You are the issue. Always, forever and ever and ever. See, because you can't talk about manifesting and then give your power away to somebody else. Because to truly manifest, you have to own your power. The good parts or the quote unquote bad parts. You've got to own it all. If you want to manifest a better job, a soulmate, great relationships, you know, partnerships, abundance of wealth, If you say that you can co-create that, then you have to own the fact that you co-create your life. They go hand in hand. So it's not just a one-sided thing. So you really need to ask yourself those questions. What kind of relationships do I have? Do I set goals and do I accomplish them? Or do I just kind of say goals here and there and then I don't give it any more thought and I go about my day to day because I'm so busy? Here's the thing. You don't want to be so busy that you're busy doing nothing or accomplishing none of your goals. You might have done a bunch of things for other people, but what have you done for yourself? When you look back over your life, are you going to have the things you want accomplished? Are you going to be happy and satisfied with what you've done for you? All of these pieces make up you. So it's not just I'm this title or I'm that title or I'm named this thing, but all of these things make up you. And then they also then start to create your life. And then they go out further and they help you to manifest or not manifest the things that you want. So it's very important that we connect to who we really are. And you guys see me keep looking down because I've got some notes. So I want to make sure I get to the things I said that I would get to tonight. And I touched on this a bit earlier, but is what you say you want really what you want? You know, sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I'd love to be rich. Do you really want to be rich? Or maybe you just want freedom. You know, maybe you just want freedom in your schedule. You know, for me, when I left my job, it was like, oh, okay, I want to make a lot of money and I just don't want to work for anyone else. But as I started this journey and continue this journey as entrepreneurship, I really realized how I value my freedom. I get to set up my day. I get to dictate kind of when I wake up, when I do the things I do, when I can go play. If I feel like playing in the middle of the day, I can set up my schedule that way. If I feel like doing something with my children, I can. You know, the last 2 years I homeschool my 3 boys. I had the option to do that because each one needed something different. So I gave myself permission and freedom to do that by starting my own business. So yes, it first started out about the money, but then it became about more. And this year, you guys have heard me talk over and over, it's about helping other people. So now my mission has totally shifted to, I really want to impact as many women's lives as possible. I want to help them make the transition so they're not stuck in a crappy job, so that they're living a life that they love, that they wake up every day like I do, excited. Like, oh, what am I going to do today? What am I going to play today? And they get to do groups like I'm about to do in October, where you get to spend time with some phenomenal women and create this sisterhood that's amazing and life-changing. You know, so it's like, what do you want? What's really important to you? Yes, we all need money, obviously. We need to pay bills, we need to pay for the roof over our head and all those other things. But what else besides that is important to you at this moment in time? You get to define that, and then you get to call it in. But here's the key. You can't call any of this in unless you know who you are for real, unless you're really connected to your true self. And here's a key piece that people sometimes miss when it comes to manifesting, is that if you have resistance, you won't be able to manifest. Because you can say, yeah, I want money, but I'm not sure I'm worth that much. Yeah, I'd like to make this amount of money in my business. Yeah, but I'm afraid to charge that much. Are people really going to pay me? Oh, I'd love to have this soulmate, but are they really going to treat me well, or are they going to break my heart again like the other ones? If you've got that back and forth going on, it's going to be almost impossible to manifest. Because even though you may want something in your heart, you've still got resistance. You've still got fear about, can it actually happen? Can I trust that this will happen? Can I trust that I can manifest that? And I will do a definite session on trust and manifesting and how they work so hand in hand. And without it, you're not going to be able to do it. So you need to be honest with yourself if you've got resistance, because you need to clear away the resistance in order for you to manifest the thing that you want. And unfortunately, none of us are that simple where you may just have one layer. It may be layers of things that you have to clear away But here's the cool part. It doesn't take forever. It doesn't take years to clear it away. So I want you to know that. For you to manifest, you don't have to do something for 20 years or 5 years or a year or 6 months or any of that kind of stuff to shift your energy and to change it. Okay? So know that. And I talk about the techniques, and they're in my group. I have some old videos and some exercises and some sheets that can help you shift your energy in a matter of less than an hour. You know, and that all depends on how much resistance you have too. So let me put that caveat in there, okay? So here's the deal with tonight. You need to really look at and think about, if I want to manifest, first thing you need to do is get connected to who you are. And I mean fully get connected to who you are. You know, the shadow sides, the good sides, whatever the other sides are, right? And know who that is. And know what those patterns are and the thoughts that you have about yourself and the beliefs that you have about yourself, so that you can get clear. Because like we just talked about, there may be some things that you need to shift and clear away so that you can fully manifest. So here, I've got a technique that you can use to help you with manifesting. So one is one we started with tonight, which is breathing, to help you get centered. Another thing to do is I like to breathe a lot of times now with my hand on my heart, because I stay a lot in my head because I'm always solving and figuring things out. But heart, to get connected to who you are, your higher self, your soul, your heart. Put your hand on your heart and go there and go to what you feel, not what you think, but what you feel. Because that'll get you clearer to where you are. That'll get you clearer to about your fears, your resistance. And the other thing is to write. I love writing. You guys know it. Write down, who am I? And write it out. Just keep going. Write down the question and then just answer. See what comes up. Don't filter. Don't judge. Just write it out. And if you're a person who's saying, okay, I want to manifest more money in my life, and you start writing things out and you start to see some negative things about money, then you're like, oh, I need to clear that away. Or if you have a pattern of not honoring money and not being a good steward of money, then you can be like, oh, I need to clear that up before I can manifest this money. And the same thing would go for relationships. The same thing would go for business. The same thing would even go for you getting paid what you're worth in your job. Because if you have some resistance and if you feel like your life is in somebody else's hands, there's no way in the world you're going to be able to manifest and make things happen. You have to feel like you are the co-creator of your life. You and the divine work hand in hand in this partnership to create the things that you love, the things that you truly desire, the things that you want. So do those exercises. The other thing you can do is meditate to quiet the mind, because sometimes it's hard to get to our heart because we live so much in our mind. So meditation of any kind. Some people do walking meditation, which I love, finding a place outside and doing that. If you feel like doing traditional meditation where you're quiet and still, do that. Whatever works for you, because we're each different. So you're going to have to find your own way. If you need more help in connecting to yourself, to gain more confidence, to be able to say no and not feel guilty, to build a life that you absolutely love, that you're excited about, I've got a program that I'm offering in October. And the program is Connect to You, the real you. And it's about sisterhood. It's about fun. If you've ever done a book club with your sisters and you guys got together and you had a ball and you discussed the book and all that, well, this is similar to that, except the book that we're going to discuss is you. We're going to do it online and we're going to have fun with this. I want to have fun for the rest of this year. That's what I've decided. I've gone through a lot. I've lost some very special people in my life this year, and I'm ready to have some fun. So I decided to do this particular book, which is the first book I ever wrote in 2004, and decided I wanted to pull this program off the shelf, because every time I do it, I have a blast. I do it with friends. I've done it with clients. We have a ball. But at the end, we get so connected to who we are and what we want in life and what's our goal and what's our mission. And we get clear and we're able to stand in our power and own it and walk it. So it's so much fun, and we do it in a fun, creative way. So I'm going to put the link here down below. Give me a second. If you're interested, you want to learn more information about it, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's the link. Go there, find out the information. It's all there for you. If you still have questions, let me know. Hit me up, messenger me. We can get on a quick call. I can answer any questions you have. We're going to have fun. That's my motto right now. I'm all about fun. I'm doing things that I enjoy, that light me up. The holidays are coming, and I want to have fun. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be overwhelmed. I want to have some fun with my sisters. So I'm calling in all my sisters who want to have fun, who want to get support through this holiday season, who want to stand in who they are and move their head and be like, yes, this is who I am, and love it and enjoy it. So if you're willing to do that, definitely join us in this program. We're going to have fun. But truly remember, to really manifest, you must connect to who you are. And I will see you guys again next Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care. Bye.